Hello everyone, this is Alejandra Gomez with creatingwithali.com, and today I want to show you 3 quick projects using the Christmas is Here suite, which is a suite of products that you can get with Stampin Up during November. Now it's going to be available for everyone. All demonstrators got access to this last month, but customers are not getting this one. Now, this one, we don't know yet until when it's going to be available. They didn't put a deadline as a month like in previous times, but this time they're just mentioning that it's just while supply lasts. So it could be through December, or it could be sooner. So you never know. So if you like this suite, just make sure you get it right away. Hello, Lori. So one of the cool things about this that I've noticed, and of course now I don't even know where I put my stamp set. I think every single time I do here is Facebook Live, I always lose everything. But anyway, one of the cool things that I found out is that this one comes with one of the cling stamps, and then it also comes with the what is this called? Photopolymer. So you get the 2 types of stamps on this one. Now, what you would do, what is really cool is that you can do the stamp this one with like black or just to get the outline, and then you can do the coloring with this one. So I think this stamp set really does a lot of cool techniques, because you can do this one on embossing and then do watercoloring. You can do this one with Memento and do the blends. You can do this one regular ink and then color it with these stamps because they line up perfectly. So there's so many techniques that you could do with this. So definitely a great stamp set to use. So, but today I want to do 3 quick and easy cards, because you know me, I feel like we always want to be, hold on, let me see, where is my pack of cards? We always want to be doing cards that are easy to make. And hold on for a second here, because I thought I had them here, but I don't. Oh, here. I'm like, but I don't here. So, now about the design series paper, the other thing that is kind of cool about this one is that there is only 3 types of designs. So this one is great, like if you're doing different cards. So you get 4 of 3 different designs. So you get these flowers, and then you have the green background. Then you have this one, and you have this other one that has, I don't know, leaves. Not leaves, you get these lines. And then you have this one that is, I think, gorgeous, because you have all the roses, and then you have this one as well. So you could do a lot of mix and matching. I love this type of design series papers, because I can use as a background or I can use as embellishment. So I love it a lot. This one in particular is really cool because you can die cut these ones with the dies on the suite. And I'll show you in a second here. So let me just go there. But it's really cool. And I love, on the design series paper, I really like to have designs that I can die cut, to be honest, because they make the design so easy when putting cards. So let me just start with the first one here. Okay, so we're going to be using this one, and you're going to have to deal with me a little bit because I designed those for Thursday, and of course it's been so last weekend, and so now I'm kind of all over the place because I cannot find anything. And of course, I am all over the place. Another thing that is on this suite is this beautiful shimmer ribbon, which is in gold, that coordinates really well with the colors on this suite. And then another thing that they have on this suite is this beautiful, what is this called? Gold glitter enamel dots. So you're gonna love the whole thing, believe me. All right, so another thing, just real quick before I forget, before I get into this, is so last week I mentioned I am releasing my Christmas card in the mail, or card class, sorry. And so this is for this one. And so if you're interested in that one, I am, it is open now for registration. This one, so I'm going to be sending 2 more emails throughout this week because it ends by Friday. And so if you want to get information about this one, make sure that you sign up for my email list, which I always put it on the description of this video. And then the other thing I was going to say is that now I have a PDF store. So in the past, I always have an option 3 where you get the tutorials. But the bad thing is that you have to wait to get the tutorials. Well, now because I have a PDF store, you don't have to wait anymore. So if you're interested in just getting the tutorial, you can just go ahead and go to the PDF store, and I put also the on the description of this video, and you can purchase it, pay for it, and then download it right then. The other real quick before I forget is this card class, which is using the Let Us Know, which is by far my favorite because I love the snowman. So I won't be able to do the class just because the embellishment kit, which is what you use for these little guys, are right now on back order, and it's going to come back until December 1. And so there's not going to be really enough time for me to do the card class, but I have put it also on the PDF store so you can get a tutorial. So if you have the embellishment kit, you can go ahead and purchase that tutorial. So anyway, so that's all I wanted to say there, because I know I have mentioned in the past that I was going to do that class, but realistically there's not going to be enough time for me by the time it comes out of from back order. So anyway, so let's get it started. So let me just go over measurements with you. So for this one, I have the gold foil, which coordinates really well. Thank you so much. It coordinates really well with the design series paper, because one of the things that I think I forgot to mention is that this design series paper has foil gold. So what I did on this one is I cut this one in 3 1/4 by 3 1/2, and then I'm using the gold foil, and this one is 3 and what it is 1 2 5/8, and then on this end is 3 3/8. So I typically use 1/4, but for this one I wanted to just have that really thin line or mat. So this one is only an 1/8 for the matting. Okay, and then this design series paper is 2 1/2 by 5 and almost 5/8, and the reason is because I always want to make sure I cover everything, so I'd rather just trim whatever is left. But you could go with a 5 1/2 because this is 5 1/2 for your card length. And then this one is well, it's really thin, but you could go with 1/2 inch by about the same 5 1/2 5 5/8. Okay, and so as usual, our card base is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. And so what I was mentioning is I'd rather do this a little bit larger because I want to make sure that I go straight and then trim whatever excess I have. And you can see where this is a little bit smaller than 1 1/2, but it doesn't matter because I'm only going to have just a little bit showing up. Then I have a piece of Whisper White, and this one is 4 1/2 by what it is. It's almost 1 inch, but it's not. So it's like 7/8, and I don't know why I have that weird measurement. And then I have also this little piece that is let me just see. I guess today I'm having all these weird measurements. So this one is 1/2 inch by 2 3/4 of the full gold foil. So all right, so as usual, we're gonna go, and I don't know if I said this, but this is Sherry Cobbler. So let me go ahead and fold this in half. Always use your bone folder. You get a really good crisp on the fold, crisp fold. And so what I was thinking, I always try to play around with this. And so as you can see, I can go and just kind of see how I want the layout. And the reason I do that is because sometimes as I am planning, I might be thinking one thing, but then once I start playing with the different elements, then I come up with other different things. So like, I think I like it that way. So like you can see this, and then for this one, I want to put a sentiment, but I want to put this thing. So the length doesn't matter because I think I'm going to be cutting it to show up that the gold foil. And this is just a scrap that I had when I was cutting it. So I was thinking something like that, and then add some of the dots and a little bit of the ribbon. So really you can be playing with it. Now the other thing is that you could be thinking something like that and have it here. So that's another way. You can see how. And let me just stamp first, just so that we can start looking at those different options, because that's really how I come up with those designs. And especially like in this case, right? Like I designed those probably like last weekend, and then here I am a week later trying to figure out what I was thinking. Let me see, is this the one that fits here? I think it is. Let me just ring oh, I need to show you this too. Hold on. Sorry for my reach. Okay. So let's see. Thank you so much for sharing, Kathy. I know, I love this set a lot, Russ. I really enjoy this whole collection. There you go. I think it's a little bit not straight, so let me just try to do this again. And if not, then I'll have to cut another piece that is a little bit larger, because yes, I don't know, somehow I feel like I am doing this all crooked, right? Let me just try again here. Or maybe that's the way the... Oh my goodness. Well, I'm gonna go with this one. I think that's a little better. Somehow I'm going off. I think that I might even have... Hold on, let me cut a little bit of a piece, because it's bugging me. I think that it was that weird measurement. I'm gonna go with like 1 inch here. And, alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. Okay. And, alright, so let's try this again. So I'm gonna go with 1 inch. I think that it's kind of odd measurement that I had there with the 7/8. I think that I might have cut it, wrong or something. Let's see. Hello, Sarah. All right, so let's just go here. Yes, much better. I think it was that whole measurement. I think maybe it was the paper. I don't know, but I'm glad we're on track here. So okay, so let me just cut a piece here, and then using the Tailor Tack punch, I'm gonna go ahead and cut. All right. You can see. All right. So that way you can get your banner ends. And then I'm going to be doing exactly the same because yeah, let's see. Because I do want to show a little bit of that. That's how I want those. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same on this one. And the same on this one. There we go. And so for this one, I'm going to have those there. And I'm probably going to be adding some glue dots there, just to make sure. Just for right now, one, just so I know. And then I'm going to add dimensionals, but yes. There we go. So now I can start playing with it. So one option could be... Oh, I'm glad you're liking that, sweet. So you can see one option is like so, and I don't think it looks bad. The other one, it's, I think that's how our original had envisioned this car. Maybe put it this one more towards this section, and then that one here, so it shows more of the red. And then have this one here, which I think I still like this one better. So I'm going to go with that. But you can see how you can be playing with it just by moving the pieces and then see which one you like the best. So let's go ahead and glue everything here. Alrighty. And... For this one, I'm going to go ahead and put the this now here. And we're gonna line it up. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and alrighty, so this opens like so. And so I'm gonna go ahead and line it up here. And I know it's a little bit larger, but I went it that way so that I can just cut here whatever excess I have and make sure that it covers everything. Alrighty. And then for this one will go right there. And then have this one right here. Now I know I want this one on dimensionals. I'm gonna go ahead and put here this one, and then I'm gonna put one here and then one there, just so I know now I'm covering everything. Oh, but before I do that, let me just glue this one down. And we're gonna go ahead and put him right here. So very easy, right? And like I said, this suite has a lot of the design series paper. So it only has 6 designs, but you get 4 sheets of 3 different, well, 4 sheets from each of them. And it's a double-sided paper. Let's just put it like right here, yes. And so I just feel like you can do so many of those, and it's so easy, right? Especially if you're still working on some of your Christmas cards. I mean, I love making things that go really fast. Because, you know, sometimes when you're having to do hundreds of cards, this will be great. So I'm going to put like maybe one here and one there. Just to have a little bit of those. And I was pleasantly surprised with the amount of dots that you get, because you have the different sizes, but you have a lot of them. So I love a lot that. And then I'm going to go ahead and do also like a little bow. Let me see if I put a bow somewhere here and see how it looks. Maybe I don't put it. There might be already too much, but we're going to see. We are going to see. Maybe I don't. Well, I'm going to put it here. Let's see. Maybe I do like it there. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So I use a glue dot. Never too much. I know. There you go. So what do you think, huh? Very easy to make, don't you think? And you can make a lot of them. A lot. Because there's a lot of design series paper on this suite. And anyway, so this is card number 1. So now let's go with card number 2. Let me just bring this one. And then we're going to start seeing what we have here. So for this one, I have Mossy Meadow. Now, one thing that I didn't show you that you're going to be seeing now is these die cuts. So this suite also comes with different elements. So this one you're going to see in action in the next one, because I had already cut it with, so you can see it. But one thing that you can see is that this one not only cuts your stamped flower. So this one lines up perfectly with the design, with the stamped flower. So you can create a lot of these. And then also it lines up with the design series paper for these flowers. So for sure this one, you can see it here, right? So for sure you can do many of these scars very easily because you can just cut those out. Now, the other thing is that you can substitute this one once you run out of those and then fussy cut these ones. You can do that as well. Now, for that one, it doesn't line up with the die, but you can see it's not that bad to just fussy cut that one. And I don't go around those like little pieces. I just do like a little, I don't know how to say, outline, if you will. So it goes really easy for that reason. So one really great addition is that now you have the die cuts to be able to cut those images and make this card super easy. And then of course you have these borders and this little thing, and you can see it here. I mean, it looks really nice, don't you think? So again, this whole suite of products is really nice. Now for this one, let me just see. I think I was thinking around the same lines, I believe. But now using this one fussy cut. Now for this one, I did, so there is one, you can see here. So there is this one that you can use, and it's about the same length. However, this one didn't have the stitch, and I wanted to use the stitch marks. And so I decided to go with the nested labels. But really, if you don't have this one, you can go with the one on the suite and be about the same. I just wanted to have those stitches on the die cut. So this one is again Mossy Meadow, and it is 8.5 by 5.5. We're gonna go ahead and fold it. Let me just go ahead. Bone fold to make sure it looks good on the fold. Then this one, I believe, is the same size. Maybe not. It's 2.5. And then this one is 5 5/8. Again, just because I wanted to go a little bit longer than that. And then of course we have this one that it is 1/2 inch by 5 5/8 as well. Again, we're gonna fussy cut. We're gonna cut out whatever is the excess. And again, I just like doing that because sometimes when you're gluing, you're like a hair off, and I just get too annoyed with that. So nowadays I just make it a little bit longer, and then I just cut whatever excess I have. So I was thinking about around the same, but this time I want to put this one here. Let me just see. I think I like it that way. And then this one, I want to put my sentiment here, and then a little bit of this one here. Yes. So for this one, I was thinking about these. Let me see. Is this? Yeah, this fits well. I could even use the same. Let me see. I could use the same. Yeah, why don't we use the same? I think I like that one. Yes, let's use the same. I mean, there's other sentiments here. You can see them here. So I was going to be thinking about that one. Wishing you the gifts of the season. But I think I like that one better. So I'm going to go with that one. And again, I'm trying to finish up some of my Christmas cards. So I think this one will go really well. So I'm going to go ahead and line it up. Hello, Linda. Hello, Kay. Thank you so much for joining me. I know this is not my typical day. So my brother is in town, and he was here, and then I had a project as well going on that I needed to finish that Thursday. So there was no way I could have done it on Thursday, so I had to change it. But anyway, I want to still do my Facebook Live on the Thursday, and whenever I have issues, then I definitely try to go with a different date. So anyway, so I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Okay, so let's just go ahead and glue the edge. All right. Okay. All right, so we're gonna have this one here. There we go. Same thing with the other one. We're gonna go ahead and cut the excess here. Okay. And then we're going to be putting this one here, that one here. And then this one, I'm just going to put a little bit of the, where is the other side? Because I want to have this little border. Let me see. To grab a little bit more. Just to kind of center it. Alrighty. And I'm going to cut this section. Alrighty. So I'm going to leave this one, like so. We're going to go ahead and glut this one down. And then for this one, I'm going to do one of those. Let me just see if this one goes like so. Yeah, let's just do a little bit here. So I'm putting a little bit of the adhesive here. Let me just see if I like that. Let me just move it a little bit more. Yeah, I think I like that one better. Yes. Just cut it out. And then we're going to go ahead and put dimensionals on this section. Yes. So let's just do dimensionals. And I'm going to put them just directly. It's not too bulky. And I do know, you know what, I need to put something here because I don't want to do this one fall off. I'll put another one there. It's not too bulky, but it's still. Alrighty. Alright, and then of course we're going to be adding some of those little dots here, and you can see it's super easy to make. So again, this is another one. Well, I can just put it like so. I'm gonna put another one like right here, and one there. And then one here. I'm gonna be adding another one here. I get one crazy with all of these little dots, but I love them. So here is, so there you have it. So this is card number 2. Again, very easy to make. And so, again, if you're still making a lot of your Christmas cards, this is by far one of them. The other thing is that because this is flowers, this could even be for Christmas. I'm sorry, for a birthday. So if you have someone having a birthday on December, wouldn't you think this will be really great? I think so, right? So you can just mix and match the sentiment of those and make it birthdays for December. So anyone who has a December birthday would be that one. All right, so let's go with our final one. And how am I doing it with time? I think I'm doing well with time. So the next one, you're gonna see here. So here is the more of those dies. You can see here. I mean, this looks really nice. I think you can see better on that one. But the cool thing is that you can actually kind of line them up with that. That's how I thought it will go really well, don't you think? You can also, I was thinking maybe you can even put them like that as well. But I like a lot how it look this way. So I think that's how I plan on this one. So we're going to go ahead. The other thing is that I like a lot this design series paper, as you can see it here. However, there's always pieces where the whole, and I can probably show you in a big way. and yeah, and a full one, so you can see what I mean. So there's always pieces, right, like this one, which is actually that one, now that I say that. So it's actually this one that it seems like you cannot really use, and the same thing with this one, where you have a lot of the element. So a lot of the times what I do with those is that I still cut them because they're still gorgeous, right? And one thing that you could do, and it's not this card, but you could also use them in the edge, right? And then do your embellishment. But in this case, I've been seeing a lot of samples where they kind of use the actual flower, one of the ones that you can like cut, and then add your sentiment here. So it's kind of like in the background. So I thought, well, if I'm going to be covering almost everything, like no one is really going to see the whole thing other than that greenery here. And so I decided I want to use those pieces for that. But again, you can use these pieces for your card. Like if I were like for like edges on your card. So just pretend. And again, I always do this where I am just playing with the layout and then go from there. But like think about it, like if you had a piece of like a like a whisper white, I can put my sentiment here, have it like so, and this could be one card, right? It actually looks really nice like so. Or if this is like too big, then you can use one of this one. So it feels like it's not cut that way, it's part of your card, like you actually decided to cut it that way. Okay? So different things you can do there. But again, for this one, I decided I want to put in something like so and then cover up with this one because I wanted to kind of have that look of what I've been seeing online. All right, so this one is Early Espresso and it is 8.5 by 5.5. So we're going to go ahead and I use bone folder. Then I have 2 pieces of the same design series paper, and this one is 3 1/4 by 4.5, and this one is 4 3/4 by 3.5. So we're gonna be putting them like so. All right, so this is how I thought, and again, we're just gonna see how I like those. Then I'm going to be stamping on this one, the one that says Merry Christmas. Yes, that one. So let's go ahead and stamp that one right away. Give me a second here. Now, when I use, I don't think I said that in this video, but when I am using photopolymer, it's usually best if you use your pierce mat to transfer the image better when you're stamping. So we're going to go ahead and put it like so. All right, like so. Alrighty. Have all those here. And so now I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of in these sections. Because this is how I thought about it. Okay. We're going to go ahead and glue this one down. Alright, we're going to go ahead and adding this one here. Yeah. Okay. And so we're going to be putting this one like so. Now on this one, I'm going to bring a little bit of just tape. Just so I know where to cut, because like these sections, right, like this one doesn't seem to be that bad, but like this one it does, right? So I'm just gonna be adding a little bit of tape, as you can see here, and then I'm gonna just kind of trim this section just so it doesn't. There you go. Right, and so now I can now glue it down, because this is gonna go like so, right? You see how it starts looking, and then you use should be putting something there. Well, we're gonna put this one. Just have to be careful, because this section, yeah. So like so. Alrighty, and so this one will go like so, right? And then I'm going to be adding that same ribbon in a zigzag that I think will look really cool, and a bow. Yes, let's just see. I'm going to add in a little bit here. Probably a little bit more showing here. Oh. So something like that. Let's see. I don't know that I like it that much. I think I like the bow better. So on this one, we're gonna go ahead, and you can see nothing happens. You just pull it off, and because it's gonna be covered, I'm not too concerned to have that adhesive there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a bow instead. Oh my goodness. So I'm not. Let me just pull a little bit here. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I think I like a bow better. So I'm going to go with a bow rather than the zigzag. And then we're going to be adding the dots. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we're going to be adding dimensionals on these. Oh. And as you can see here, I'm adding dimensionals to cover some of the die cuts. That way, they're kind of glued down as well to the card, and they don't fall off, you know? Not that they would, but I always fear the card will not arrive in one piece. Alright, so I'm going to be putting it like so. And then I'm going to be adding this one right there. Yes. And then we're going to be putting some of those glitter dots. Okay. I'm going to be adding like one here. One there. Another there. I'm just gonna put some of those little mini ones. Oh my goodness, there we go. And another one probably here. There you go. So I'm gonna leave it like that. So what do you think, huh? Really easy. And again, it's just little stamping, so let me just bring all cards together so that you can see them. Let me know which one is your favorite. I really like how this whole suite looks, as you can see. There you go here. And very easy, all of them. Again, this collection of products is only available while supply lasts. We don't really know if it's going to be by the end of this month or by the end of December, so if you like them, or if you like the products, make sure you grab them, because you might not get them. So anyway, so thank you so much. I appreciate all your support, and I know this is on a Sunday, so I really appreciate you sticking up with me, and I'll see you next Thursday. Okay, so thank you again, and see you later. Bye.